two big summer signings. Dennis Wise comes in from Wimbledon. And fresh from the World Cup, Irish international Andy Townsend.
Well, Dennis, he's a quality midfield player, wide midfield player. There's not many about who can do his job the way he does when he's at the business. He's a specialist at it. And Andy, in my opinion, is a complete midfield player. He can win the ball, he can pass the ball, he can support the ball, and he can go and score goals as well. So he is another very, very good player.
The sale of Clive Wilson to Queen's Park Rangers brings some money back into the club, but it's a fraction of that invested in new talent. So expectations high as the season begins. First day opponents, Derby County.
Wise with the corner. Oh, and it's over the line, yes, David Lee! The linesman has signalled that it's a goal. Roger Milford wants to give a penalty. Now what's going to happen here? We're 4 minutes into the new season. Have Chelsea got their first goal? They have! Well, the ball certainly didn't reach the back of the net. Kevin Wilson with the first flick. And finally at the far post, David Lee, and although Gary Micklewhite tried to stop it, it's a goal. Now Ramage getting away from Nicholas. He tries to get a tackle in, but the ball's broken for Dean Saunders. And Derby have come out for the second half and scored straight away, 1-1. 14 minutes to go. Wise against the post. Past Dixon. It's Nicholas. Chelsea are back in front. Shilton is furious. And the captain has come up with a spectacular shot after Dennis Wise nearly marked his debut with a free kick that was so close to giving Chelsea the lead, but it was only seconds away from them, from Nicholas. Harford. Ramage. It's a penalty. Micklewhite thought he'd scored. Roger Milford had already blown. And here we are in the final minute. Dean Saunders, and Besson stopped it. Chelsea have an opening day hero, it's their goalkeeper. And they've won the game. It was the last kick. Humphrey. Oh, that's handball! David Lee. So here goes Andy Gray. And Besant, who saved the penalty on Saturday, couldn't stop Gray here. So, he gets the better of him. It's over, Johnson. And Wright is past him. Oh, it's a superb goal from Ian Wright. Deflected, 2-1. Dorigo taking the responsibility here, and it flicked off Eric Young. Wiggly. Running by Sanson. Now Sinton. And was a hand used in there? David Lee is making a habit of this. He's conceded another penalty. Well spotted, really, by the referee. There, put his hand on the ball. Wegerle scores. Chelsea still trailing to the first minute penalty. Townsend, and now they've got a penalty of their own. Parker's foul. It's going to be Kerry Dixon. So this for 1-1. Oh, he's missed it comprehensively. Lee. Now Wise. David Lee has taken up an intelligent position. It's not a bad cross either. Dixon has swept it in. Gabbiadini! Well, already we've seen a candidate for goal of the season. Wise is starting to torment Sunderland. In from Hall. Wilson! Chelsea are back in front. Will it be Townsend? Will it be Wise? It's Wise. Off the post. Well, Sunderland may have taken a strange route into the First Division, but they've certainly shown already this season that they can pass the ball and they can entertain. And here's Kieran Brady, who's a very fine young player indeed, as he's just proved. Dixon, Wilson scurrying to the left. And all alone is Dennis Wise. Oh, blocked on the line, off the inside of the post by Bennett. Still Wilson. Now, it's a penalty. Well, that looked very much on the harsh side, but was Bennett pulling him back here? That's what the referee saw. And he ruled against Gary Bennett. Well, Wise has been hitting the posts all afternoon, it seems, but he hits the back of the net now.
There's little wrong with the home form, but away results need improving if Chelsea are to keep up with the early pace. Things aren't helped by the absence of Gordon Durie and Dennis Wise, especially with a visit to Highbury coming up.
Chelsea well fancied by a number of experts to do particularly well this season. They've bought well, but they've got to defend here against Perry Groves. And a cross from Dixon, a header down from Merson, and a goal from Limper! Merson, Limper busy making the run inside him. Tripped. David Lee the culprit. Penalty to Arsenal. And he sends Besant the wrong way. Well claimed by Seaman, and he didn't just settle for that. It's a great throw. And Rocastle has found Michael Thomas all on his own. Besant has held Arsenal up, but maybe only momentarily. It's number 3, it's Merson. Well, it's time for all the tricks now. Oh, and Limper refused the invitation to shoot, but Rocastle does. And Arsenal's position improves even further. Winterburn, just a little too casual. This is Dixon. And one for Chelsea, Kevin Wilson. And David Seaman was angry with the sloppy defending. Should be Coates, it isn't. Moncao! the goal is not going to count. Now Tony Coton came off his line, and there was some pushing in there, I think by little Lasso in the end. Went over Dixon, there's Lasso, the number 11, backing into Coton, and it was a bit of a sympathetic verdict for the goalkeeper there from the referee. And again, and White is onside this time. Owen Quinn might reach this one. Looked a push to me by Erland Johnsen. It's a penalty, and Chelsea, who have been cursed by penalty awards against them this season, would you believe it? This is the 5th penalty they've conceded in 6 games, and Mark Ward takes on the job for Manchester City with 31 minutes gone, and Besant went the right way, and it had to be right in that bottom corner. It was. Chelsea are behind. Nicholas, Lasso, Dixon wants a deep ball, and he's got it. Kerry Dixon off the bar. Now Nicholas, McAllister, Clark is there, and that still could have got in off the lunging Brightwell. Manchester City being called upon to show their resilience with a bit of good fortune as well. Townsend, Nicholas, Dixon, and can Lee round it off? Wilson has done. 18 minutes to go. It's been a difficult road for Chelsea today, but they'll feel they're still on the right path. Dixon got in front of Brightwell. Lee made a nuisance of himself, and Wilson was free and scores for the 3rd game in a row. A typically tidy finish from him. And City this time just didn't have enough defenders to go round. Wise. Now Lasso, the first time cross, knocked away by Jones, but only back where it came from. Nicholas. Wilson! Wise saw something quickly, reacted to it. It was the head of Dixon, and Wilson is there for his second. Oh, it's Vinnie Jones, unmarked, past his old mate Dave Besant. Well, Chelsea really should be in a much more comfortable position, and it's level, Brian Deane. There really have been some terrific battles between these two sides in recent seasons, and this is shaping up to be another one. And Alan Shearer is away for Southampton and has scored. Clark, held up by Case, then Nicholas forward for Chelsea. Townsend has won it back, Dixon, Townsend again, and now Clark, clever play from him to make space for the shot. 1-1, Steve Clark for Chelsea. We're halfway through the first half. Andy Townsend made an important contribution here to get to the ball in the first place, then to take it on after Dixon seemed to have lost control. But lovely skill on the ball from Clark. Chelsea trying to respond to the exhortation from the manager. Wallace. Here's Letitia, picked off by Moncao. And that's angled well for Dixon. An excellent early cross has produced the second for Chelsea. Kevin Wilson. Two minutes to go to half-time. It was a fine move. And Chelsea, who are well fancied to achieve something really meaningful this season, and if they play like this, well, put some money on them. Letizier's corner. Met on the full by Neil Ruddock's volley. Wallace just fouled Clark then, but the referee didn't see it that way. Southampton could cash in. Shearer. Wallace! They've regained the lead at 3-2.
Get Cookie in more!
Dorigo got in quickly. Now Dury. He's got such acceleration. Oh, brought down by Russell Osman. Well, after all the protests, it's Dennis Wise. "17 minutes to go. Another twist to the plot, perhaps. Wise scores, 3-3 now.
A timely equaliser from Dennis Wise. He's enjoying the big club atmosphere. And Wise is on the verge of an even bigger stage. His early form at Chelsea is rewarded with a reserve place in the England squad. Another boost for morale comes in the Rumbelows Cup with a thumping second-round victory.
McAllister. Forward from Nicholas, helped on by Wilson. And Walsall might have a problem here if Dixon can get the cross in, which he does! And Andy Townsend, right under the bar, heads Chelsea into the lead. Well, an awkward match on paper. And scoring first, Chelsea take a grip. Townsend. Townsend again! It fairly flew in. Andy Townsend 2, Chelsea 2. Now Dixon. And Wilson. It's all going Chelsea's way. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Townsend involved in the build-up this time. Dixon might have scored, pushed out by Green, and Wilson couldn't miss. Guided on by Dixon, who comes in again. Lee tries the shot, McAllister is still going, and Wilson was right on the line as well. Well, whose goal is it? McAllister in the side for the suspended Dennis Wise. Was it over the line? It might well have been. Off the bar, Dixon. He'll be feeling about time he got one. Wilson's header, but Dixon's goal. Chelsea having to keep their concentration and try and do the job properly here. And they've extended their lead. That's Gordon Dury. So 6 up now on aggregate. Knocked on by Dixon, steered in by Dury. Wise. Here comes Dixon! And the 4th division side finding it hard to live with Chelsea at the moment. Well, it's gone a long way. Oh, Clark is in trouble, and Rimmer has pitched a goal for Walsall. Dixon, he's away. Another goal to Chelsea's collection. And they're sticking to their task pretty professionally. (8-1) the aggregate margin at the moment. And Dixon not finished yet. Lasso! 4-1 here, 9-1 on aggregate. And Kerry Dixon carrying too much clout down the right for Walsall to contend with. The goal for Lasso.
Back in the league, it's proving difficult to recapture that goal-scoring form.
Arrigo winning that from Pearce's pass. The crowd appreciating the nuance in that. That's Jury, underside of the bar, back into play. Great strike. And Jury again. Get past Walker the second time. It was a thrilling attempt by Gordon Jury here, which really deserved a better fate. The ball rocketing back into play. Nichols' header. Very important for the likes of Townsend to get a grip on midfield in these early stages. Rush. Barnes, too alert for Nicholas. Beardsley. Barnes is in behind them. And Rush! Liverpool a goal up. 3 minutes gone. Staunton steering it forward. Here's Barnes. Still Barnes. More problems for Chelsea. Nicol coming in. McAllister. Chelsea still keeping their heads up after that poor start to the game. Townsend claiming that was over the line. Grobbelaar hauled the ball back in. Andy Townsend, who got a famous winning goal here in his Norwich City days. Bumstead, Jury might get away here, and he takes some catching. Chelsea flooding into the centre. Wise is there, and a goal for Graham Lasso. Five minutes gone, and Villa's proud recent defensive record is punctured by Lasso's follow-up after Jury had really led the way here, and Dennis Wise came in with great aggression to make sure that the chance really materialised, and Lasso saw that gap and planted the ball into it. Chelsea badly in need of goals, badly in need of a win. They're off to a good start.
Checking the league table, there are some familiar names at the top, while Chelsea are a disappointing 11th. In the Rumbelows Cup, Portsmouth provide determined opposition and hold out for a 0-0 draw. In the replay, Chelsea show some character of their own.
Play on. It's a good advantage play too, because Portsmouth have scored. Mark Chamberlain. from Clark. Oh, and spectacularly hooked back in by Whittingham. Chelsea have got to gamble now. And they've got one back. David Lee. Well, the supporters see some hope. Dixon with a touch, Lee with a goal, 2-1. Can Chelsea salvage a draw here? Townsend. Oh, they've got a penalty, surely. Foul by Butters. Dennis Wise trying to keep cool. Yes! 2-2, would you believe it? Here's Dorigo. An extraordinary finish. Chelsea have been outplayed for so much of the game. And now Wilson! Oh, he's won it for them! In the final minute, Portsmouth are absolutely stunned by this. They were 2-0 up with 10 minutes still to play. And now, as we move into the last minute, incredibly, they're 3-2 down. Kevin Wilson for Chelsea in the nick of time.
A great comeback, but winning in the league is a different proposition.
Owen. Now Crook. They've let Gordon turn. Still Dale Gordon! Chelsea will be annoyed about the way that was scored. And Wise. Handball, was it? Is it a penalty? Yes! Says Vic Callow. This is what happened here. Ian Butterworth, handball. 1-1, Dennis Wise. McGee takes it. Oh, that's an own goal! Off Peter Nicholas. McGee. Here's Cork. Gibson's in the centre. 2-0 and Wimbledon closing in on their first home win of the season. Jury! Chelsea are back in the hunt. Wimbledon will be feeling that they should have had this sewn up long ago. Jury. What a scramble. Put in by Wilson. But the linesman is flagging. The Chelsea fans think they've seen a recovery similar to the one at Portsmouth recently in the Rumbelows League Cup. But this goal is not going to count. There are two players in there behind the goalkeeper, both of them offside as Wilson puts the ball in.
A turnaround in league fortunes is needed to pull away from the bottom half of the table. Chelsea are 14th. Graham Roberts swaps the Bridge for the Hawthorns and West Brom. As one of the old guard moves on, youngsters Graham Stewart and Damien Matthew are drafted in for a vital league game before a live TV audience.
We weren't doing very well in the league, and that's why I made one or two changes. That was when we put one or two of the younger players in. And that was pleasing because we were going to Man United, we were going in the Lions' Den, and we put the younger players, and the younger players rose to the occasion.
Dixon, who has some good memories of playing here at Old Trafford. Indeed, Chelsea have done pretty well against Manchester